Cool. Yeah, thanks, Linda, for inviting me and for having me here today. I'm going to tell a little bit of AWayToMars and how I started the company and the projects we are doing now. So I think, first of all, when I was doing this presentation, I went on my Facebook. I was browsing there, and obviously, I was procrastinating, and I was trying to look all the photos and I had posted in my entire life on Facebook. And until I found the first photo I posted on Facebook, that was 2008, exactly 10 years ago. And the surprising thing of this photo is not that I'm smoking or wearing makeup, but it's that my friend she had a digital camera in a nightclub, where it's very weird if you think the days today. So what I want to talk about that is why we change our sharing lives. It's because of smartphones. So if you get the 2008 when I took this photo, and then I upload there with a USB cable on my laptop, and then I posted on my Facebook account as my first profile photo. I thought it was great. But then now we are sharing much more. So like here we have hashtags, and we're all sharing a live stream on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, so why is this changing? How is this changing fashion? And that's what I'm going to talk about AWayToMars. We have now access to better technology, internet on the go. It was the explosion of social media. Everyone has a Facebook or Instagram. We even have the Cambridge Analytica problem with data a couple of months ago. So we are sharing people. We love sharing stuff. If you have a house tree in your garden, you can share with other people on Airbnb. If you have some spare time in a car, you can share with Uber. If you have a great idea for a product, you can share with other people on Kickstarter. But what about ideas, and what about creativity? How can we share this? People already share these ideas. And that's how AWayToMars was born. I was doing my dissertation 3 years ago, and my research was about how people were using social media and internet to share creative information online. So I mapped all the groups on Facebook and Instagram, hashtags, and I found a huge potential of cool ideas that just got lost. Or they got lost because people didn't have the money, the cash, the technical skills, the contacts with the press. They couldn't break into the industry. Fashion is an annoying industry. It's very hard to break in, we all know here. It's very expensive and takes a lot of technical skills to make into a final product. And my idea was to create a place where people could send ideas, work together, co-create, and AWayToMars, like a company, we manage everything, the prototyping, all the technical aspects. We invest in the pattern making, the fabrics. We do all the promotions, and then we share the profits back with the community. So we reward the ideas, the designers that had a successful idea. So that's how AWayToMars was born. I opened a beta platform that I took to my classroom and I presented to my teachers, and was like a very bad design I made, because I made it all myself and didn't have any cash to invest in that. But after I left my class at uni, and I went back to the platform, I had 40 people sending designs, and then I felt quite bad, because I felt responsible for these people, and I had to do something. I was promising that I was doing something new in the industry, and I want to take these ideas further. So I created my first collection with 40 designs. And this is how we work. So we take ideas to the market. My idea with AWayToMars is to create a place that we don't have a huge name, we don't have Karl Lagerfeld or a big name behind us. Everyone is powerful, everyone is strong, and that's how we work. It's a collective. And I'm very proud to say that today we are the biggest fashion collective with 15,000 people registered in the platform. So this is AWayToMars, how I was born. This is our latest show. that we did in Lisbon Fashion Week. This collection, we had 777 people involved in the process. So basically, we open 2 campaigns a year. People submit ideas. For us, we receive around 1,000 ideas per collection, and we select between 15 to 20 designers that will work with us in this journey. So this, I want to show because I'm in love with this, the setting of the show and the colors. So that's how we are today. Actually, we reached 15,000 designers last month. So this, I need to update this slide. And what's more interesting now, when I launched AWayToMars, everyone said to me, "No, you're crazy. This is never going to work. How can you have a brand that doesn't have a creative director or a big name behind you, blah, blah." And took time to convince press, took time to convince the industry that we could make fashion in a different way. We could involve people in the creative process. We can open the creative process to all. And I think this is very interesting when people say, "Oh, you guys are crazy because you are showing the designs before it gets made and goes to the market. How people just going to copy you?" And I said, "This is amazing. If people copying us, is a great thing." So yes, this is a little bit of press. We have some good supporters like Natalia. She's a big fan of AWayToMars, and she uses wears AWayToMars to promote her last bowl charitable for her Naked Heart Foundation. And we are doing a collab with her now, a special collection dedicated for the foundation. So people are going to be able to create the pieces, and then we're going to sell, and all the profits will go to her foundation. This is our first retail experience that we had last year in London. We booked the shop for 8 weeks through Appear Here, another sharing platform that make everything easier and much quicker for us. And funny enough, we sold out the prints in 6 weeks. So we have to close the shop before the time because we didn't have anything else to sell. And Karine and I were just making parties to bring people there because it was like a waste of a space. And and then this is great. So now we're doing, press is starting to recognize us. People are buying the clothes. We are selling to other shops. So we are selling now to Yoox, Harvey Nichols. And most interesting, we are getting other brands looking at us. I don't know if you guys know a Brazilian shoe brand called Melissa. They do plastic PVC shoes. So they approached us last year to create a collection developed and created, inspired by their customers. Design now is not an entity from one single person. It's a collective creation. So we are AWayToMars, 10,000 designers from more than 90 countries. This is a fashion brand, 100% collaborative. It's all about co-creation and bringing people together to innovate in design. We, as a brand and as a collective, will take this idea further into the market and help this designer to have this piece produced. We love Melissa because it's a brand that is very innovative and is always looking ways of disrupting the industry, disrupting the fashion market. And we got extremely excited to be collaborating with a Brazilian brand. It was the perfect match. The theme of this collection is Citizens of Everywhere. We fill London with posters and clean graffiti asking people to join our mission of turning design accessible to all. We open our platform for idea submissions during the month of August and September and receive hundreds of ideas from all over the globe. And now we're transforming this into 3 pairs of shoes that will be ready to go to the market. We are launching that in our fashion show in March here in Portugal. We are very excited to show you the results of this almost 1-year process that we opened to the public. So the public was 100% involved in every single stage, and now we are ready to show the results for this collaboration. Which makes this the biggest shoes collaboration in history. For us, it's very exciting to work with a company like Melissa. They they sell 100 million pairs of shoes a year, and it's a huge volume for us. They're just 3 years old, based in a crypt in an old church in London. So it's an amazing experience. So we received around 900 ideas from the public, and they produced 50,000 pairs of shoes in the first month, and we sold out 2 models in the first 48 hours. Melissa is a very particular case because they have a huge following in Brazil. They have a fan base there. Are just crazy about the brand, so they go to the shop and they buy 2 pairs because they want to wear one and keep the other one safe. So it's great, and for us it was amazing. Great exposure. And then the other day, like in January, I got another email on the info@AWayToMars, and I thought it was a scam because I thought, this is weird. But we got approached by Fruit Loops, Kellogg's in the United States, and they want to create a collection inspired by a new flavor they're launching called Wild Berry. So it's purple stars that you can have in your breakfast. So we are creating, and this is a very challenging project for us because they are a 100-year-old company. They have an extremely rigid guideline, but we broke completely what they wanted. So they want to do like a white collection with lots of Fruit Loops, and we said, no, let's do everything black, and bring things, Fruit Loops instead of planets, and mix some stars, and so it's been a great. So we're going to launch everything in September during New York Fashion Week. So this is AWayToMars, and I hope you like what we're doing. We are very new and very small, but I just want to show you a different perspective of creating fashion and innovating in fashion design. Thank you.